When I saw Trump, I mean, come on, the guy's a genius.
Yeah.
You know, media goes around telling us that he's stupid.
Right.
He's an idiot.
Right.
The guy's a genius. I mean, look what he did with his, his construction companies and stuff, you know?
Well, he did go bankrupt a couple times.
He did.
This is MAGA. Blind faith and trust in a former president that has openly shown them over and over again just how unintelligent and uninterested he is in doing the things he says he'll do. But the Messiah told them he's a genius.
I'm very highly educated. I know words. I have the best words. But there's no better word than stupid.
So it must be true. The DNC War Room also pointed out this campaign promise from the genius that didn't really pan out.
My plan for the economy can be summed up in three very beautiful words. You know what they are? Jobs, jobs, jobs.
Trump is the only modern president to leave office with fewer jobs than when he took office.
And do you think this MAGA supporter believes Trump had any idea what the hell he was talking about? Because to anyone listening, Trump had no idea what the hell he was talking about here either.
I'd like to know how you can help us in Iowa save our farmland from the CO2 pipeline. Yeah.
Well, you know we're working on that. And you know we had a plan to totally, it's such a ridiculous situation, isn't it? But we had a plan, and we would have instituted that plan, and it was all ready. But we will get it back. If we win, that's going to be taken care of. That will be one of the easy things we do.
Listen, bro, just say you don't know and that you'll look into it and get it done at some point. It's still a non-answer. But maybe you can get people that are actually paying attention to what you're saying to not point out just how much you don't respect your voters. He gets away with this type of stuff during a crowded primary race on the Republican side because no one there, except Chris Christie, will point out just how unqualified he really is. Because the cult will have them polling at 3%. But apparently so will kissing his ass. I guess the cult is gonna cult. I mean, I guess Donald Trump can do the dumbest things like this, and they'll have an excuse for that too.
Let's say you are Donald Trump, and you know that they're after you. You're gonna keep the papers in the bathroom?
So what are you saying about the photograph? So what about the photograph?
That's a stage. It's stupid for a person that knows that it's being, investigated, it's being watched.
I agree with you. It's stupid.
It's stupid.
Stupid.
Why the bathroom? So you can see that they're all lies.
Well, it's stupid. I agree that it's stupid. I'm just not sure it's a lie.
What would you like Donald Trump to do if he's reelected?
Get all the swamp out.
How's he going to do that?
Drain them.
I want him to clean house. Get rid of the FBI for one thing. They're a bunch of crooks.
The news isn't going to tell us the truth. They're just not going to. But it'll come out. I'm hoping for John Durham and some other.
John Durham, though, didn't come up with anything in his prosecution.
Well, that's what the news tells you.
So you think that John Durham secretly has indictments and charges that he's bringing? So why would he come up with a report?
Now you catch
So when John Durham says that there's no indictments other than that one guy who lied to the FBI, but there's nothing else, that's just a ruse? That's just...
It's just a deflection.
I'm not going to try to make sense of these folks' beliefs about Donald Trump or how they think the country works at all, because many of them haven't tried that either. What we do see from these minions of MAGA supporters is them being asked for the very next thought that most people would naturally have to support their unwavering opinions.
What's the worst thing that Joe Biden's doing?
Being in the White House, being awake.
The cogs in the wheel are running the show.
Who are those cogs? Who's telling them what to do?
Kamala's one of them. Yeah, would have to be.
Nancy.
Yeah, and Nancy.
Joe Biden's not really a good president.
What's he doing that's so bad?
I mean, look at our gas prices, look at our stores, everything in the prices.
Inflation's pretty high. He killed some Al-Qaeda leader the other week. I mean, he's doing a pretty good job with the military, and unemployment's down to record lows.
Yeah.
David Schuster simply asked follow-ups like who, what, when, where, why, how, to get a full understanding of why many in the MAGA army are so confident in their convictions. So say you're discussing the bastardization of the American flag and how upsetting it is to many Americans for anyone to alter it, and why.
What about the sanctity of the flag? There's a flag over there that's got a bunch of, looks like AR-15s where the stars and stripes normally are. I mean, some people would say, look, that's not very patriotic to decorate a flag that way?
I think, like I say, it's actually freedom of speech, and it just I guess in a way, because the AR-15, we could go on about what's dangerous and what's not, but just the attack on the Second Amendment. The reason why we were here today, as far as like the freedoms that we have, was because we had people that were able to protect their freedoms with that Second Amendment. And right now that's keeping a lot of China and a lot of Russia from coming in here. That's helping China, by the way, coming in here and taking over because they know that we're all armed. And so I think that the flag being decorated that way is just trying to show people that, hey, this is where it's at. If it wasn't for 1776, which was not a violent movement, it was just us reclaiming our freedom, because that evil queen that just died was a big part of, well, not at that time, but, a big part of that organization who was hell-bent on trying to maintain a global control through their own colonialism.
Don't forget, you can still be a patriot while completely changing the entire makeup of the flag, as long as you're doing it to intimidate others. Because everyone knows the first thing we think of when we gaze upon the majesty of the flag is, we'll f*** you up, right?